Let's get right to it. There's this water main break early this morning around 3 a.m. You can see it's a 36-inch transmission branch. As we're talking, another gust of wind coming through here. So we are starting to feel Barry's effects here in Baton Rouge. Let's go back, though, to where the officers are focusing right now. And actually, let's focus in right here. It does appear that they've got somebody who's got their hands behind their back. Again, there's so much information we don't have, so it's important that we don't jump to conclusions. I mean, you're getting the parents' worst nightmare. That text saying, I'm hiding under a desk.
No, I was in tears.
They don't know a lot of information. They just hear that there's some sort of incident, and then as a result, they're being diverted. Were you guys diverted by everything that happened?
I'm going to say the cliche, I just have to. It's a winter wonderland out here. You know that at least once in this broadcast, somebody would have to say it. Well, Lorenzo, it's not fun. The snow has sort of turned into a lot of rain, and so it is wet, it is cold out here. The good news is that some of these roads, especially the primary roads, are improving. Why don't you come with me here, and we'll just show you what it looks like. This is not some huge crowd that we have here in Black Lives Matter Plaza. And outside of the suburbs, there's another interesting trend. Increasingly, people are heading to the Delaware beaches just to get away from the city.
You said that you've been bit by thousands of ticks in your life?
Yeah.
And you still like what you do?
Yes. Hey, Charlotte, yeah, we've seen an influx of people trying to get a shot. Take this video right here. Man, look at that line right there. Right, now to the Washington Commanders and growing speculation over where their new stadium will be built. Now, some say Virginia, Maryland, even DC. He's paying about $50 now for 5 vials of insulin. That's not bad. But when he was uninsured, listen to this. He was paying between $400 and $800 per month. If you look at the data, more than 1 out of 100 DC residents tested positive for COVID-19 in just 1 week. Let that sink in. If you know 100 people, chances are you know at least one person who just got COVID. We heard from religious leaders, politicians, and community leaders, people coming together, and at times it was really hopeful, but at other times, it was also pretty tense out there as people are going through a lot of emotions right now. Of course, shock, sadness, even anger. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. At Laurel Street and Jefferson Avenue, in the shadow of the Tops grocery store, a prayer vigil to remember those who passed.
We come before you in sackcloth and ashes, and we ask you to heal this city, heal this land.
What must we do to heal this community?
Yes,
what
Lord.
must we do to eradicate this type of violence in the community?
Our job is to continue to love one another. Love one another and support one another.
This is what community looks like.
But with the grief, also anger. 10 lives, community members taken.
Somebody filled his heart so full of hate that he would destroy and devastate a community.
I know that you're in pain.
New York Attorney General Letitia James spoke as well before being interrupted, and things got tense.
We got people dead. Come up on this score right here. Ain't nobody talking about the racism. The racism that's going on.
A heartbreaking 24 hours as this community reflects on their lost neighbors.
For the color of your skin, people don't like you. It's not fair.
It's just trauma, and then we have to find a way to get the help we need.
They just dropped in our backyard and just destroyed it. They just destroyed it for one day. But we're going to put it back together. We can't go back to the normal.
Now, when the vigil was over, they actually went marching through this neighborhood. It was all to show that they are still standing. After all, this is a strong community. If you've been in this city for a while, then you know that law enforcement is always a presence in this city, especially for big events like inaugurations. But the mayor is calling for more federal support this inauguration than ever before.
It will be remembered as a seminal day in American history.
Mayor Muriel Bowser speaking on Monday morning, renewing her calls for increased security over the next couple weeks, repeating requests made in this letter to Acting Secretary to the Department of Homeland Security, Chad Wolf.
This inaugural planning period has to be very different than all the others.
Meanwhile, a heavy security presence at the National Mall. The National Guard telling us some 6,200 Guard members are already here from D.C. and 6 other states, with more to come. Army General Daniel Hokanson, the chief of the National Guard Bureau, said they've been authorized to provide up to 15,000 Guard members for the inauguration. Mayor Bowser asked if she's worried leading up to the inauguration.
Am I scared? If I'm scared of anything, it's for our democracy, because we have very extreme factions in our country. that are armed and dangerous.
Mayor Bowser is also requesting FBI briefings every day from today through January 24th, as well as requesting that the Department of Interior cancel all public gathering permits for the next 2 weeks. All of this amid security concerns here in the nation's capital.